Hi, this is Eric Martin with BoardGameGeek. I'm here with designer Gil Doré from Mesa Board Games, and we're going to be talking about Estoril 1942, co-designed with Antonio Sousa Lara. So what is Estoril, first of all?
Estoril is a game about spies, and the objective of the game is to create the best network of spies in Estoril.
Okay. And what is Estoril?
Estoril is a small village near Lisbon that during the Second World War, because Portugal was a neutral country, and the village have a casino, very good hotels, a beach, very sunny weather, and excellent conditions. So a lot of spies and VIP people float to Estoril. So it was a center of very important people who spies everybody.
Right. Neutral but not inactive, I guess. There's still some activity there.
Yeah, it's
okay.
a big discussion, but we will not go for there.
Okay. What is the nature of the game? What are we trying to do?
Okay, so each player will start with 6 characters. We have here, the characters are the same for everybody. Okay, and they will try in it, and also each player will have 3 cubes in the case of a 4-player game. Okay. The players will try to win these cards to make a better network of spies. So the only thing a player do in his turn is to pick a card, secretly of course, and place in a location and mark with his cube. Okay. When all the players finish the round, okay, we'll open and see who is the strongest player. Okay, the strongest player will win the cards. Okay, in case of tie, this number will untie because the first player will win in case of tie. Okay, so we win the card. Now, this is the basic thing. There are 4 rounds here. They are marked in here. 4 rounds. Okay.
And each round is just playing one card.
Playing all the cards with the cubes.
Okay.
Not all the cards,
so 3
all
each.
the cubes.
3 each. Okay.
Yes. And at the end of each round, if you have more than 6 cards, you have to discard it, those cards. And also in the beginning of the game, there's some missions that are open for everybody. Okay. So, and basically the mission says if you have the play with most symbols like this, you win 8 points. Okay. At the end of the game, you win points by first the number of cards you discarded, the number of victory points you have in your hand, and the mission accomplished.
Because you have only 4 missions for the entire game?
Yes. There are 12 in the game, but you choose randomly the missions. Okay. This is the basic idea of the game. Okay. But of course there are some details that are very important.
Yes, you see a lot of icons and stack that I knock over.
First thing is important to understand the card. The card has the victory points, some special abilities for each character, the nationality, and the strength of the character. Okay, but this is the village. Each location is divided normally by 3 spaces and one prize card. Okay, this is an exception, but we'll go there. Okay, so in these spaces outside, they are outside spaces. The inside here is the inside spaces. So when a player plays a card, he cannot place immediately in an inside space. He must place outside, unless he have an adjacent card. For example, in this case, the red player could place it in here, and then he can place it in here because he's adjacent. He already have some, so we have some area control here. Also, each space has a number and an icon. A number refers, as I told you, to untie things. But this icon means that if you place a card here, you can see any card in here, even the prize card. And this one means that you can see a card here or in an adjacent location. There are no diagonals, only orthogonal in this game.
And that's the reward for placing in the terrible tie-breaking.
Yes.
You get to look at more things.
Okay. So of course also there are in each location special things. For example, this is the museum. Instead of 3, there are 4 spaces, and in the 4th space, if you place a card here, you can see any card on any location. This is the Hotel Palacio, a special place in Estoril that still exists, and the English have one more strength. Here the church, the ability of the assassin cannot be triggered. Although you can use a character with that ability, it cannot be triggered. Here is the casino. The casino means that after everything resolved, the players roll the dice. The difference, for example, between the dice will give you additional strength for it. This is the beach, so because it's the beach, you're supposed to place all the characters face up, because you cannot hide anything in a beach. And this is Muchacho, a very restaurant a little bit far from the center of the villa, so it means that all the spaces are outside, so I can place immediately one card in here. Okay? There are other locations with additional abilities. This is the question regarding the issues regarding the location, but also you have the thing about the special abilities of each character. When you are resolving, you're resolving by order. Okay, so it must be 1, 2, then 3, 5, 6, 8. Okay, and you resolve by this order the characters. For example, this assassin, it means that when you are resolving the assassin, you can choose one of the characters here and give him back to the player. Okay. Seduction. The seduction should be around here. There you are. You can call. Seduction means you can pick one character from an adjacent location. You pick it and bring it back to your location if there's an available space. Conspiracy. It means that you can take this card and this card, take a look, and choose which one goes here and another one goes down. Diplomacy. A character that has diplomacy have a white cube, and he can use it in himself or any character adjacent or in this place, and that character will be safe from the assassin or from the conspiracy or from the seduction. And nationalism. These flags here, these ones here should be, it means that this character will have an additional force for each other flag of the same type. It doesn't have to be from the same player. For example, the red player here will have 1 strength because of this one here. Okay? And basically this is the game. You have lots of options and things like that control. A game lasts 15 minutes, no more than 60.
And rules are only in Portuguese right now, but you have English rules on your website?
We are going to, Mesa Board Games is going to release in the end of October in Portugal, a Portuguese edition, but the English rules are already available on BoardGameGeek and in our site, and hopefully next year we'll have an international edition. We are talking at this right moment in Essen Spiel with some international editors.
Okay. Focusing on Estoril, or I suppose you could localize it to other countries as well.
The game, you can localize it in any village or things like that, but all the things are here are based on true facts. Right. Even some characters they really exist. There are some peculiar characters. For example, this one here, Pires, was the concierge of the hotel, the real one.
Which still exists, you were saying,
the hotel
for all these.
Still exists. Yeah. The gentleman, I think, is no more around. But for example, even you have some characters, old characters. For example, the Portuguese dictatorship should be around here. I don't know where it is at the moment, but everything is based there. But of course, it really depends now the editors if they say Estoril is worthwhile or it's not a catchy name and maybe
Right.
as any other name.
All right. Thanks very much for the overview.
I thank you.